Hello everyone, I am Rahul Sharma. I welcome you all my dear friends on this platform and I'm a faculty of English and in this video we are just going to begin a very important topic that is article. So before this topic I'd like to tell you something about myself. I'd like to just tell you my brief introduction. I am aspirant of SSC CGL and even I have qualified the exam 9 times as well. So in them, one of the CGL exam in which I got the 47.5 marks this time. So here it is not bad to say that I am a teacher of English. So let's begin the topic first. What kind of the articles are actually? Here in this video, we're just going to categorize this kind of things into the two. Like articles are what? Articles are of the two types. Like indefinite article, and second one is definite article. So here we just allowed to categorize this kind of things in two way, like indefinite article and definite article. What is indefinite article and what is definite article? Here we have A and N. These two articles are known as indefinite article. Why we call them indefinite article? I just tell you in this video earlier. So second thing is that definite article. Here we have only the. Here is only the, and in this video I'll just tell you some kind of the important uses of these a and n and the, that is indefinite article and the definite article, why we use a and and where we use the. Okay, so it's very important to keep this one thing in your mind, and actually I'll be just telling you something in this video that is actually entirely related to the exam. Okay, so this will be definitely beneficial for all that kind of the students, like those who are interested in the banking, SSC, and any kind of that exam in which English is required. Okay, so let's get it rough first. So first of all, let's begin this kind of things with indefinite article. What are the indefinite articles are? Like indefinite article, we discuss two things, a and n. Where we use a and n, what is the use of a and n these articles? Like these are articles used before singular countable noun. I repeat this kind of things again. These kind of the articles, like indirect article, indefinite article, sorry, used before a single countable noun. And when the noun is actually, when something is indefinite and introduced for the first time in the sentence. What I'm just telling you, again I'm just telling you, think is indefinite articles are those which use before single countable noun, and when when any subject or the noun is important for the first time in the sentence, then we use indefinite article. And if that kind of the subject use for second times, I mean, here I'm just telling you about the noun actually. So this kind of the noun used for the second time in the sentence, then we use definite article. That definite article is the, right? So here I'm just with an example. What example is, he has he has dash back, and again bag contain coin. And coin is made of gold. Now come here. Here what we just talking about, he is a subject. Here we just can take anything like Ram. Okay, Ram has, what Ram has, like first time we are just talking about the bag. Okay, first time we are just talking about the bag, and if we first time talk and if we discuss anything first time in the sentence, there we use indefinite article. Indefinite article is a and a. Okay, so here we use a. Like when we use n, it used before the vowel sound and it used before the consonant sound. So after this, I'll just tell you what the vowel sound and what the consonant sounds are. Okay, so what we have to use here we have to use like Ram. Either we can use Ram or the he. Okay, so first time we're just talking about, like, take the subject first. Like Ram has a bag. Okay, now just take it a second time. Now we have discussed about the bag first time here. Now this bag is again in the second sentence. Now it is not a familiar. Now it has become the familiar. And second time, if you are just using the bag, here we have to use article the. Okay, first time we use the article a before a bag because first time we are introducing this kind of things. Now just read the sentence entirely. The bag contains. The bag, actually we have to use the s. The bag contains, what bag contains a coin. Now we are just talking about the coin first time. इसके बाद now we are just talking about the coin like first time. And now come here, we have talked about the coin here. Again the coin is using in the sentence, so let's use the here. Come here, Ram has a bag. It is indefinite article before a noun. Now second time, if you're just using that bag again, before that bag we have to use article the. Okay, now go ahead in the sentence. The bag contains what? A coin. Coin is introducing for the first time in the sentence, so before that coin we have to use article a. And again read the sentence entirely. The coin, why we are just using the before the coin? Because a is used before this coin, and it is introducing second time in the sentence. And if it is introducing second time in the sentence, then we use article the before it. Let's complete it. The coin is made of gold. Okay, so no need to use article after that. I hope you are just going to get it. Just try to rough it and use another use of these articles. Okay, what we have discussed here, like we have discussed, when we introduced anything for the first time, then we use article a before a noun, before a single countable noun. Okay, we use article before single countable noun. But one more thing about this, that if anything is known, if anything is understood, if anything is, if anything's, sorry, if anything is understood in the sentence, like if anything is known to the noun beforehand, if anything is known to anyone in the sentence beforehand, then we use article the before that, then we use article the before that. Just take an example for it. Example is that kindly, kindly return, kindly return the book, kindly return the book. And second thing is, now why we just using article the here? Because book is introducing for the first time, as I told you earlier. But it is not everything. Thing is that here we just talking about that book, that book I gave you before. Okay, here, here someone is talking that please, yeah, or kindly return the book that I gave you before. Okay, that book I gave you before. So something is understood beforehand, something is understood beforehand, then we use article the before this as well. Second sentence, take for that, please switch off the. Here we use also use the article the before the light, because here we're just talking about the light of a room. Hope you're just going to get it, but I'm just telling you, if anything is understood in the sentence beforehand, then we use article, the before that known subject, that known noun. And again in the second sentence, I have written the same things like light we are just using for the first time in the sentence as well, but it doesn't matter, but it is understood beforehand that a light of room. So if anything is understood beforehand, we use article what? The before that kind of thing. Okay. Now second most thing is that, sorry for this, here spelling is this. Okay, now one more use of article like purpose. For the purpose, what the purpose is, like some words we have before them, we don't use any data, we don't use any article before them. Okay, sorry, actually sometime I just miss some words in the spellings because you can't say I'm just like atrocious. Anyway, just try to leave it. What one more thing is that, like, some sentences are, some words are there like school, college, university, temple, and church, and so on. Like, if you're using this kind of sentence for that word which actually happened at that place. Okay, if we are using this kind of words, or more words are there, like hospital is also there, hospital is also there. So these kind of the words, I'm just taking some examples for that. So if this kind of the words like school, college, university, temple, church, and all that, using for their own purpose, for that they actually deserve, for that kind of things actually do in that kind of universities or the schools. Like, just take an example for this. He is he is going is going to the temple. Here we can't use article the before it, because, and actually if you just use one more word before after that, like for worship. Okay, for worship. Now what we have to use, we can't use article the before the temple. Reason is that if any kind of thing, if any word written above used for their own purpose, in them that kind of things actually being done. Like, in the school we study, in the college we study, in the university actually we study, in the temple we worship, in the church we actually also worship. So if this kind of things is actually telling the sentence that this work is has to be done their place, so we can't use any article before that place, before that word actually which I have written there, which I have written above. Okay, so let's take one more thing about this. Not looking so good, I think. Now here I would like to take one important use of article the, one important use of article the, what that use is actually, what that use is actually. Like, I have written a sentence, the, I'm sorry, let me rough it properly, it's a little wet. Okay, now one more use of article, like here we're just talking about personality. Okay, here we're just talking about the personality. Let me change the marker. The PM of India visits to the UNA, that means United States of America, next month. Okay, if this sentence is written here, we're just using article the before it. But next sentence, if you're just taking like the PM of India, Narendra Modi, the PM of India, Narendra Modi, same thing if you write here. Okay, same thing if you write here. Then here we can't use article the. Reason behind this, that if we are using the name of that personality in the sentence, like Narendra Modi, so who is the PM of India? Like, Narendra Modi is the PM of India. So they, here we don't need to use article the before that. Reason is that the is here article to indicate a name of that person, to indicate a person in the sentence. But here we are actually using the name of that person, like who is the PM of India, like Narendra Modi is the PM of India. So here we don't use the article the in the sentence. Am I right? So hope this point is also clear. And let's take one more example for this. PM of India, PM of India is in the Italy. Here we don't use article the as well, because before the name of any country we can't use article the. These are the extra points that I'll just explain after this. But in the sentence, if it is just using this, try to explain it first. So one more thing is that, can we use here article the or not? Can we use article the here or not? Because PM of India is in the Italy. Here we're just talking about this one thing. So there we can't use article the. Reason is that if any country, if the name of any country is given, then we can't use the name, then we can't use the article before that country. But some countries are exceptional conditions are there, like USA. USA is not a country. USA is united of a country. So there we just talk about UNA and United States of America. I'm so sorry. It is UNA and somewhere it can be the USA. Okay, UNA and USA. So before these kind of the words, like if any word is explaining, if any words is adjective of a country, so there we can use article the, definite article the. In same condition, Italy is a name of country, there we can't use the article the before the name of country. In the same condition, if the name of the states given, like if the name of the states of India given, MP, UP and all these kind of the names are given, then we can't use article before that kind of the names. Besides a name that is called the Punjab, before the Punjab, we can use article, we can use article the, only with the Punjab. It is an exception condition. It is exception condition. But it's, think about the sentence. Can we use the article here or not? Of course, we can use the article here or not, because here name of India's prime minister is not given in the sentence. So if the name is not given in the sentence, then we can use what? Here we just need to use only article the. That is a definite article. So I think it's adequate for this video. Hope this video is being liked by all of you guys. So if this video is gonna be informative for all of you guys, but if anyone is going to be informative, this video is going to be informative, any one of you, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you very much.